Well, hello everybody on YouTube. Today I'm going to be hiking a really cool trail today. And right now I'm heading down the old Susquehanna Railroad bed. And not many people know about this trail. And it's now a pipeline, I believe it is anyway. And I was here last year. I think it's about a 45-minute hike in, 45-minute hike out. Hopefully I have enough time to do this hike. Not on here. Maybe somebody's got goats over there. This is a hike you can only do during the winter because the grass gets real high and a lot of ticks you have to be concerned about. So if you are joining me today, thank you for viewing this video. Hope you enjoy it. I'm going to be pointing out some really cool stuff that's still around here yet. So anyway, I'm hiking on the old Susquehanna Railroad that went to Middletown, New York. This branch was pulled up in the late 50s after the New York, Ontario and Western went out of business because they found there was no need to continue this line. So what you see in the front of me right here now is one of the abutments that went over the Wallkill River of the Susquehanna. The Susquehanna also went over the Lehigh and New England Railroad bed, which you see below. Again, I don't know how they managed to put great big boulders and rocks like that up there when they built this. That amazes me all the time. There's the big abutment right there that went over the river and this railroad. I'm just going to walk this way. I just want to point out something, and then we'll head up behind me to the other part of the Wallkill River. Hopefully it won't be too muddy here today. Just take a slight detour here. There's the Wallkill River there. That bridge ahead of me is Route 23. They rebuilt that bridge a few years ago. And before that bridge was put in, they used to be a low bridge, and they called Old Route 23, and that also crossed the Wallkill River, and you had to bounce over the railroad bed. Let's see if this is still standing. So what I'm trying to, I see something there yet. What I'm trying to do is show a structure from the Lehigh New England Railroad yet. This was an old switchman shanty, and they used to have a track going up to the door here, and they had a motor car or a railroad pumping car they used. This was a Bateman's Away building, still standing from the old railroad of the Lehigh, New England. Don't know how long it will continue to stand. There's inside. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Still got the Lehigh New England color on it. There's a lock yet from the railroad. So yeah, open this door and maintenance away people would come out of there on their pump car or motor car later on, and open up the switch and buzz down the railroad. This is pretty interesting here. You can see the old coal bin. They used to store coal in there to keep whoever was working out of that shed warm during the winter. Okay, so let's head down this way. So we're gonna head down where a big yard used to be, railroad yard. And I was told they even had a stockyard there. That's amazing when you think about it. Oh, look at that old SL sign in there. Oh, wow. I bet you I know a few people that want that, huh? There's some goats over there. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Okay. It's a day, one of these days where you don't know what to wear outside. It's too cold to wear something thin, too hot to wear something thick. Look at that. Now there's the big old abutments from the Sussex Railroad that went over this railroad, the Lehigh New England, and the river. Look at that, huh? So just beyond these abutments is the railroad yard, and it was a pretty big yard here. They had a few tracks veered off here from the island. They had a connection that went to the Susquehanna here, and right at this point, just beyond this point, they had a big water tower. I'll show you the water tower supports in a moment as soon as I get there. So this all was a yard here. It was a stockyard. They had a coal dumping facility here and hot ash dumping facility from the steam engines. It was quite a big place at one time. Lehigh New England owned it. There's, see that concrete? That's one of the water tower supports, and they're all sprued about all through here. There's another one right there, another one here. The water tower is located right here. This was the water tower area right here, and it's all through there. That was a pretty big water tower. See that? All the concrete, was where the water tower is located. And all in there was a railroad yard and stockyard. So they had a lot going on here. This area was a 2-track area. I really enjoy this trail because it's so peaceful out here and very secluded. As we walk away from Route 23, it gets to be very peaceful and quiet. Whole yard here, the whole railroad stockyard and everything here yet. Okay, now we're walking away from the yard, the old stockyard, and this whole area was 2-track. They had a long siding here, that went down almost just about to the river crossing of the Wallkill River. Now we're walking on the Lehigh New England Railroad bed. What's left there? So remember in the last videos I said back in December, as soon as January comes around, I'm going to be getting in here. I didn't want to get in here now before that, because hunting season for bear and deer should be okay now. All farmlands all around through here, and the abandoned farmland over to my right there. So this railroad was pulled up in 1961, 1962. Well, last time I was here, that was old brush. Looks like somebody tried to cut it. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, pulled up in 1961, 1962. And before that, this railroad used to serve a big creamery up in Sussex, town of Sussex, and there was a few other creameries, and the farmers were up in arms. They didn't know what to do, because a lot of their farming community relied on this railroad to haul their products out to market. So they had I think there was a group, a dairy farmer group, that got together, and they were going to buy this section of the railroad and have a connection with the Lackawanna, which was still in business yet back then, and no sign of it going out of business, so that they know later on it did. But anyway, they tried very hard to purchase this section of the railroad, but they couldn't come up with the money. So they lost out on the deal, buying this railroad out. But it would have been so interesting if they did manage to buy this railroad, because maybe this railroad part of this section will still be here yet. Who knows? A lot goes on. I don't know if I'm gonna jump over this bridge here. Let's see how bad it is. There's a double track bridge here. I guess if I'm careful, I can go over this. There it goes. I kill myself, I'll be on video. Ooh, and I can do on that one again. The whole thing moved. There it is. Okay. All farm fields here. Very pretty area. As you can see, it's just farms all around here. Farms and woods and old abandoned fields. It's very pretty to hike here during the spring because there's so many flowers in bloom, wildflowers in bloom along the trail. I hope they do that this year. We'll see. Once again, as I'm hiking this, if I sound puffed out, I'm not. The camera is right next to my face. So if you hear me puffing and everything, it's just because it's right next to me, right next to the speaker. Today is a partly sunny day. Right now it's sunny. Low 40s Fahrenheit. So we are about to cross another old railroad bridge. Still double track here when the Euro used to be here. There they are. Two bridges. Look at that. I often wonder, for railroad men, the way life was back then. I'm sure they were thankful they had a job, especially during the Depression era. And they would have to walk this whole section of their train. And it could go for miles. And that was their job, to make sure everything was hooked together. The airlines are attached. No wheels are off onto the ground. Because if they started to move the train and any of that happened, you'd have a serious derailment. So they used to have to walk. So I'm sure the younger guys probably loved it, walking. They probably said, oh, I'm going for a hike today. And I'm getting paid for it. I probably would have liked that. And then they get to the rear and they either walk back or they jump on the caboose. And the caboose had a signal system, which was called signal by air. And the conductor would pull a valve and it would release air, and the engineer would see that in their cab and they know that was a signal that they could move. If you're interested in this type of history, it's all written in books. It's quite interesting. I find it fascinating how it used to be years ago. Okay, so now I think it's now single track here. Or years ago, they went from double track to single track. Although it is wide yet here. Listen how quiet it is here now. Now that I'm out of the wind, it's getting warmer here. And I'm moving, of course. So something interesting here I always find really cool to see. This was a farm that's been overgrown for years. But I just want to show you something that they didn't remove it. If I can get in there. Okay, the sun is getting low. It's still winter yet. Okay, so look at this. An old John Deere seeder, corn seeder. I've often thought of ways I could get this out of here because I love old farm equipment, but there's no way to get it out of here. A lot of people like restoring these old pieces of equipment. This is all mechanical. There's no hydraulics or motors or anything. This was pulled behind a tractor or even a horse. And it's to be used yet. This is the fertilizer bins here. That's the seed bins right there. They're very cool. But no way I can get it out of there. I remember that there for years. I remember coming here with my sister in the 1990s. This is a whole abandoned farm area here. So they must have parked that, and it's been there since. And this side here is beautiful. I wish I owned this. I often look at it and admire it, how beautiful this field is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm not going to go further because that's trespassing, but I just want to show this. Look at that beautiful field. It's got to be at least 5 acres there. Maybe more. Beautiful. I can feel the beautiful sun in my face. During the winter, it feels nice. Okay. Continue down towards the end of this trail. So they've been talking for years. They've been talking about making this old railroad bed a hike and bike trail. But a lot of these old railroad bridges are very unstable. There's just one of them is actually leaning to very much over, a very steep lean over. That's okay because I feel like this is my own private trail that no one knows about. Not many people know about this area, so you seldom see anybody out here. I like that. During the 2020, when the epidemic hit the highest with COVID, they closed all the parks and a lot of other areas to keep people home. And there was no place you could go, but I knew about this place. And I knew there wouldn't be anybody out here because there's never anybody out here anywhere, anytime. So I secretly and joyfully came here. Very peaceful here. There's some marker there. That's new. Could be a survey marker. I didn't see that last year. You never know what you're going to see out here. It's been a whole year since I've been here. small rock cut here. Found some gorgeous wildflowers sitting in the rocks there. I always look at this. The rocks are worn from the sun of the day on it. Okay, so we are down to the old single track now. Here, there's another old railroad bridge. And see that was a walkway for railroadmen. Of course, it's all rotted away now, just about gone. So they had a need to build a platform for the railroad guys to walk over the bridges. That was the story. When you had to walk your train and you came to a bridge, you either had to swim through a brook, a river, or hope there was a walking platform. Lehigh, New England usually built platforms for their railroad guys to walk along, one that was at or near railroad yards, like this section. We are rounding a very long curve now. Okay. Once again, like most railroad beds up here in this area, the railroad runs along the low areas, along swamps and rivers, because they like to keep the grades low as can be, because the train can't climb grades and not too hard. Somewhere in here I'm going to take a detour. I have to find a spot. Let's see. I think it's in here. I gotta get this shown on camera because it's beautiful. I think this is it. I know there's a lot of stickers in here. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is it, but it's not used. Ouch. Stickers. See if I can get to it somehow. Wow, these stickers are bad out here now. Oh, how can I get to it? Oh man, it's really bad. This was an old road at one time. It's all overgrown now. I'm assuming it was a farmer's entrance road. Okay, I think this is absolutely beautiful. I have to show this on the camera. All right, look at this wall. All moss covered wall. The whole thing. Very old. Oh, look, there's an old survey marker right there. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful wall, all moss covered. Goes along this whole railroad here. Okay. I want to show everybody that. The wall was back there. It's a very old wall. It's been for a long time, moss grows on it. Now I'm gonna make my way out of here. Okay. Oh, can't see it. Such a low sun here. Okay. Wow. a slow sun. I can't even see this trail here. Okay. Pop out here. Alright. There's a straightaway, and that will be our turning point. We can see those posts down there. Yeah, we're just in there. Beautiful vernal pond there. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, survey markers all through here. Possibly for the new rail trail they're talking about building. We'll see what they do. I guess I'm gonna have enough time to do this trail today. I'm just about to the end, and we'll turn around. The sun is going down very low. Let's try it. We're down here. Got no choice now. We're at the turning point just about. So I always talk about the weather during this time of the year. We're in mid-January now. Had some snow in December. It melted. No snow right now. So far, nothing in the forecast for snow. Just cold weather out. I truthfully don't like snow. I don't like the real cold weather either. Today is a very nice winter day considering. It's low 40s, upper 30s, low 40s. So I take this for a winter any day here in New Jersey. And this is our turning point. I'm not going to continue, but that will go to the Wallkill River. About a couple hundred feet in there. It's very overgrown, full of stickers and everything. So I'm going to turn right here. Alright. And I head back. Oh man. I don't know if you're going to be able to see anything in this camera now. The sun is very low and glary. So I don't know what it looks like in the camera. I guess you could see it. It's shooting in between the trees. Alright, just had to change the battery. I'm glad I got extra batteries with me. Okay. When I first bought this camera, I only had one battery. Batteries aren't very expensive. Damn it, I had to get this on a minute. I don't want to lose anything. Okay. I think I'm gonna just take this jacket off. Let's see if I can put the camera. Alright, so you're gonna see the camera sit here a moment. I think I can do this. Okay. See, stand. Alright, enjoy the view while I take my jacket off. Because I am hot. Okay. Ouch! Got a thorn up me. Okay. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that view sitting there a minute. All right, we're going. Yeah, that feels better. Got hot. Okay. I don't want to get too sweaty. Take care of this in a minute. Alright. One of these days you just don't know what to wear out here. That's what it's like. But it is January, so when the sun goes down, so does the temperature. So it's better to bring an extra jacket with you than not have any at all and get cold out here. There's a whole farm field all abandoned there. So far it's very nice out here. There's that vernal pond, beautiful, I love that thing. Beautiful back here. Definitely got to come here in spring when all the flowers are in bloom. It's really amazing to see. Right now they got the sun shining in my face, so I can't see the trail. I don't know what it looks like in the camera, but it is what it is. I should have came here earlier, but you only got what time you can do it. One winter we had over 3 feet of snow. Now I'm not saying we're not going to get that yet, because we could. It's only mid-January here, but we had over 3 feet of snow, and I decided to go snowshoeing. And I'm usually not too bad with the snowshoes. I got out here and the wind was blowing, snow was blowing in my face. It was so strong to take your breath away. And every step of my walking with a snowshoe was a sheer effort. I got probably a half a mile and said, this is crazy, I'm not doing this. I headed back. That's very tiring when you walk in that snow in those conditions. So after I got back to my house and I went out in my snowmobile. A lot easier. And I did work in my snow blueberry field. Wow, I cannot even see ahead of me here with the sun so low shining in my face. But you know what? It looks so cool here. It's like a haze here. I don't know if the camera is showing this. It's beautiful with the sun shining through here. You can hardly see the trail, but there's like a haze of sun shining through here. It's like a thin cloud mist. This is amazing. I've never seen anything like that with the low sun and a trail. Okay, the sun is going off through my left now. There's a trail behind me. We're going around a very long curve now. So if you are joining me today, I hope you are sitting back and relaxing, watching this video tour of this hike today that I'm doing. And if you are there watching this today, thank you for joining me, because you are on this tour with me today. It's just like being there. I have very long strides because I'm tall, so it might just go a little upsy downsy on the camera, but it's not unbearable. I watched it. Look at that. You know, this makes me think when the steam trains used to go through this time of the day, they couldn't see the ahead of them either with the sun shining in their face. That's amazing. Just when you walk along here, you just picture all the old steam trains that used to go through here, and what was like back then, what life they lived and experienced. And they had big engines that rode through here. And they must have had the sun shining in their eyes, just like what you're seeing here today as I walk on this old railroad bed. The real old locomotive steam engines, they said that, and of course they didn't have heat in it, so the firebox kept them warm. And the stories that I read that they used to tell was they would fry their front and get real hot and their back would freeze. And that was what it was like on a steam engine. And shoveled coal. And later on, Lehigh New England Railroad had automatic stoker boxes that fed coal into the firebox, and it worked off of steam pressure. So they just had to basically make sure they had water and coal. They had oil burners too. Railroads tried all different ways to burn, to heat their steam locomotives. Alright, we're at the midway point heading back. We're at where the farm equipment is sitting. I still love to get that old corn seeder out of there. It's a John Deere two-place corn seeder. There's no way you can do it. There's a beautiful field. Goodbye, corn seeder. I'm sure you'll be sitting there a long time. Let's see, I remember that sitting there first seen in 1994. 1994. And it's 2023 now. So 1994, 2004, 2014. It's almost 30 years it's been sitting there that I remember. Imagine that. What a waste of farm equipment. I actually was keeping an eye on the market for one of those seeders just to have fun with it. If I ever saw one in my area for cheap, I might get one just to have fun with on my farm. They did the job. They had some glitches. This is a mechanical feed, gravity drop. But before you went out in your field, you would do a test with the corn seeder, see if it was dropping seed properly. And what was neat about it was that you could also at the same time fertilize your seed so you could get a good crop of corn. They call them corn seeders, but they also planted beans and other larger seeds. I think the John Deere number for that corn seeder is 172. I don't remember exactly. I'd have to look it up again. I did research it. A lot of people still using it. From what I read, and up to even just about 10 years ago, you could still get parts for it from the John Deere dealer. Now the parts are getting harder to find, especially the discs that you put inside that measures how much corn is dropped. Again, I find all that old farm equipment fascinating because it's so built so well and reliable, and the old technology was just amazing. So look it up. Okay, now we're back on the two-track part of this railroad, and you'll see the two bridges here again. So this is the long siding. That right there is the siding. We're on the main line. We're going around a very long curve again here. And when we're around that curve, the sun's going to be in my face again. We'll see what it's going to be like. There's some birds here, winter birds. I don't know if you can see them in the camera. I remember one time I came here, it was May, and I rounded this curve, and all of a sudden I spotted 3 baby bear cubs, and they saw me and climbed up this tree here. Uh-oh, that's not good. Where's Mama? Where's Mama Bear? And I look, she's in the distance. And she's staring me down. So I said, Mama Bear, I'm not going to touch your babies. I'm just going to keep going on my way. I hope you understand. Well, I want to tell you a story about that most people are mistakenly do when they come across baby bear cubs. Is the mother's going to be around, obviously. Do not start making noises, clanging yourself with stuff, shouting, waving your arms, and making yourself visible and noisy, because Mama Bear is going to take that as a threat. You do not ever do that, because then she is going to go into defense mode, and she may come over and take care of you. You don't want that. She's seeing you. She sees you already. You don't need to make loud noises and wave your arms and hands. There's that railroad birds right there. Just make it clear that that you're not going to be any threat to her babies. Okay, just don't run. Don't stare her down. Just keep an eye on everything in this situation, because that could be a dangerous situation. But most of the time, if you play it safe like I just said, you won't have a problem. I've come across quite a few mama bear and her cubs, and over the 40 years I worked for the Parks Department. And I know many people make that mistake. And then the mama bear comes charging at you. She's gonna go say, hey, this thing is a threat. That thing is mad and it's gonna go for my babies. And she's gonna come over to you and take care of business. And it's not very likely that it's going to be very pleasant for you. You know, bears I bet black bears are in this area. We don't have grizzly bears or anything like that. But they're beautiful. Beautiful to see. Most of the time, if you are experienced with raccoons, the bears are like raccoons. They're out to look for food. Most of the time, they call it semi-hibernating. They don't come out much. But they do come out during the winter. So anyway, that's the story about bears. I just want you to take notice of this little sun here again. And the cool haze that the sun is shining through. There's that abandoned farmland. Somebody is marking it out and trying to cut the brush back there. You know what? My farm looked like that when I bought it. Even worse. See all that brush? It looked like that, but worse when I bought it. I'm sure anybody that's seen my farm now, and you see it on video, you never know that it was an abandoned farm, blueberry farm, all overgrown. I bought it back in 2017. Alright, so we're back at the railroad yard now. It's over to my right here now. And there it is behind me. The railroad bed. I don't know what time it is. I'm just going to keep walking. Not even going to check. Somewhere on the right here, there's a trail. But it looks like it's all overgrown now. I don't think I'm going to even go. There it is, right there. Not worth it. I may just go out the same way I came in. Wind's starting to pick up again. Glad I brought with me some extra batteries today for the GoPro. I really thought the batteries would last longer than they do. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with the camera. It's using more voltage than the battery. Okay, I think I'm gonna get daring. Should I dare? This was a trail. Let's see, I'm gonna walk into the old railroad yard here, stockyard. This used to be a trail here. So I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but this is all old, coal, spent coal. I guess that means that it's been used and burned from the steam engine all through here. So they dumped it here. See the bottom of the ground here? Let's see if I can get out of here without getting too many stickers in here. This used to be a nice walking trail here. That was a shortcut. So far it's doable. Stickers here. Yeah, okay. I think we're getting out of this. Looks like they could still use a shortcut, yeah. Anybody want a beach ball? Okay. Alright. That was a good shortcut. It's still possible. Alright, everybody. As we're looking on the way out, I'm going to say thank you for joining me today. If you're a subscriber, thank you. If you're new here to this channel, please subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video tour hike today. Stop by again soon. Please like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot to me. It means you are enjoying what you're viewing. And it means that I'm going to do more of these. So, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for stopping with me today. Stop by again. Bye for now, everybody.